Sure it's up. Are you starting?
Start.
Okay. All right.
I'm starting.
Hi, I'm Virginia Norton. I'm here today with Smile Tree and with Climb for Class. And we're in Antigua, Guatemala. We just spent about 6 days at a dental clinic with Global Dental Relief, providing support to the children in the area, providing dentistry, oral health education and treatment, dentistry for these children. And Amy Governor is here with me. And Amy is the recipient of the Jeff Baumrucker Memorial Scholarship that Climb for a Cause and Smile Tree have come up with. Amy is a fourth-year dental student, and I'm just here to talk to her and ask her how things went. Also, we want to give a great big thank you to Quality Dental Plan, who has supported Amy and who has provided the funding for this great scholarship to help these children. So, Amy, how was the week? What did you do, and what have you learned?
So the week has been long. It was a lot of hard work. I got to work with several different dentists. So as a dental student, it's always fun to see the different perspectives between dentists. So I got to see a broad range of someone that learned to practice in New Zealand and someone that actually is an endodontist originally from Russia. So there's a lot of diversity here. So I think that was probably one of my favorite parts. I got to meet a lot of different people from a lot of different cultures, not just the Guatemalan culture. So it was fun to have, all these different people contribute to my week. During the week, like I said, I mostly assisted about 4 dentists, and we saw so many kids. And I got to do a couple of dental things for myself with assistance and supervision from the dentists that were practicing. So that was always nice to get my hands in there too. What I've learned, goodness gracious, I learned, like I said, a little bit different from techniques from the different dentists, and so that always is something for me to take home and learn and apply to my own practice philosophy as well. So it was very influential, especially going into my last year, is some of the techniques to get better in clinic, because it's always nice to learn tricks here and there.
And how were the kids?
Oh my gosh.
What did you encounter about the children? What was different than American children, and what was that experience like?
It was so funny because the kids didn't talk. And if they wanted to, we didn't know what they were saying. So they sit there so perfectly quiet the whole time and just get, and then someone else would come up and speak in Spanish that they knew, and they would just ramble. So it was so funny because I'm like, oh my gosh, these children don't even talk, and then somebody comes up in their language and they just start rambling words out. So it's fun to see how they interact with English. So I guess they haven't been taught enough of it to know. So it's fun for interaction purposes.
How about the teeth?
The teeth. So I think being at a dental school, I also get the perspective of a lot of bad teeth. A lot of people that aren't willing to spend the money also have bad teeth for the most part. And so some of these cases, it was, I guess, grotesque as opposed to most of the U.S. children that I've seen. It wasn't just 1 or 2 bombed out teeth. It was a full mouth of teeth where I'm like, oh, we need to extract all of those. But that's where the practice philosophy here is a little different. If they're not in pain, you don't take them out.
Right.
And so it was definitely fun to see how different treatment plans are developed for a U.S. child, where you know they can come back and get regular dental care versus children here that are only seen every couple of years. And so it's just one of the things where timing of teeth taking out so we don't mess up when teeth come in, and if they're not in pain, leave it alone. So it was definitely a very different environment as far as how you decide what kind of treatment you're going to do for each child.
And the wonderful thing about this model is that we were able to see the children year after year. We actually will see them throughout from very young age, maybe 6, 7, all the way till 15. They'll come back. We have this clinic that operates year after year, and so we're not just going to see them once, so it's really exciting. So maybe, would you ever come back, you think?
Yeah, we actually, I had one of the kids that had on their chart that they were here in 2012. And so it's kind of neat to see someone 2 years ago. It really is a 2-year cycle for these children. And we were still doing some of the fillings that were needed 2 years ago. And so it's just kind of neat to see that, and I definitely plan on coming back. Apparently, what I've learned from here is that they do a lot of trips all over the world. So I think I want to broaden my horizons and maybe check out Cambodia for my next trip.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Amy, for being our first recipient of the Jeff Baumrucker Memorial Scholarship. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Quality Dental Plan. It's been wonderful to have your support, and Climb for a Cause and Smile Tree just thanks you so much. So we'll see you next time on the next trip.
Adios.
Thank you so much. Adios. All right. Right now.
Memory.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Gracias.
De nada. I look
Thank you so
forward
much.
for next And so here's with you.